if you be following social media, there is an ongoing 30-day run challenge, and all thanks to the youth corper that was that they tried to silence because she aired her voice on the issues of this country. For some of us, we do not need to tag any of our videos the rank challenge, because we rant virtually every day. We'll be ranting for the longest, right? But Bola Ahmed Tinubu in specific sense is a mistake that should never have happened to this country. And if you look closely, I'll just bring very home with this Rivers State brouhaha, the Wike Fubara issue. You would understand what I mean. Now let's take it easy. Let's ignore all of the shenanigans that happened before the Supreme Court judgment. So the Supreme Court did give judgment that because Governor Sim Fubara did not recognize the House of Assembly and did not present the budget to them, so the federal government should withhold the allocations, statutory allocations due to Rivers State in that regard. Now, Sim Fubara, in trying to follow up whatever mistake we have been made, wrote to the State House of Assembly after and all of that, called the speaker according to him. Nobody refuted all of that, and there's even a video of him being barred from entering the State House of Assembly. Wrote to them to present the budget, but they refused. In Bola Ahmed Tinubu's speech where he declared or proclaimed the state of emergency in Rivers State, he said, which was very unprecedented of him, that Fubara refused to obey the Supreme Court. Now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has now sacked Fubara, his deputy, and the State House of Assembly, and went on to appointing a sole administrator for the state. We are reading that there is a likelihood of a release of funds to the sole administrator to run Rivers State. So is the sole administrator a substitute for the governor and the House of Assembly together? Which law backs this? Now, funny enough, okay, now the budget has not been presented. It means that it has not been made a law from the Supreme Court judgment. If you put all of that, the implication is that if you say you have not presented the budget to the House of Assembly, it means that it's not a law. Now, that same money is going to be released to the sole administrator to function as both the governor, the deputy governor, and the House of Assembly. Whereas, until the House of Assembly legislates on a budget proposal and makes it a law appropriating that particular allocation or that fund, it's illegal. Section 120 and Section 121 of the National Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, makes it very explicitly clear that if the House of Assembly has not made the budget proposal and okayed and made it and signed it and made it a law, it is illegal for any activities to go on. Unfortunately, allowing all of this rubbish, this menace, this nonsense that Bola Ahmed Tinubu caused governance to happen has tripled the level of illegality. Everywhere they are using one illegal means to cover another illegal means. It is now crime upon crimes. It is almost like an animal look. So the people that called the country zoo, and then we took it literally and started to bash them, we need to apologize to them at the end of the day, because even a zoo has a well-structured arrangement. I've been to zoo, at least I was in Ogba Zoo a couple of weeks ago. You know this is a lion place. They even tell you clearly that please don't tease the animals. Don't do this. There are rules that governs. There are periods, there are modules, there are things you can do. The lion cage, for example, has another fence and has another cage, for example. There are places you cannot enter. There are warnings and signs. So, is it really true that we are a zoo? No, a zoo is better than where we are. And that's a fact, because it is embarrassing. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was a mistake that was never supposed to happen to Nigeria. Because this is the worst you can think of. Administratively and economically, we saw a menace of Buhari. But this Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not just brought administrative and economic menace and rubbish, the impunity, the administrative corruption, the abuse of power, the illegality. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is now the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is the one that decided. The Supreme Court gave judgment and said, withhold funds until this is done. The Supreme Court has not been consulted. Nobody, only you want just say go to the state and I will give you the funds. It's okay to defend all of this rubbish. It's okay to take sides. It's okay to believe agreement is agreement. It's okay to say Fubara should have been loyal to Wike. Take your mind off all of these personalities and come to ask, which law governs Nigeria? Which institution leads this country? What are we following? What are the precepts? What are the principles? Which aspect of our constitution empowers some of this rubbish happening in this country, and then we don't care? Such a lawless society that we have gone into. The Supreme Court has become, like my friend Peter says, the legal department of the APC. The man that can the Supreme Court get judgment, somebody is giving another judgment. Instructions that can counter the laws of this country and the Supreme Court judgment, and everybody feels should be normal.